Well, hello there. You look like you're trying hard. Let's try hard together. Real Bout Fatal Fury 2, The Newcomers. Ah, okay, more throwback. I remember when this game hit the arcades and I played it and I was like, this isn't Street Fighter. It was much harder. Different movesets and the introduction of Mai Shiranui with the big tits. The first real bait for fighters. I mean, I guess Chun Li kind of was, but Mai's tits actually swung in her getup. It was pretty crazy. The 1998 arcade fighter Real Bout Fatal Fury 2 The Newcomers is now on Steam, featuring the largest roster in the series. 23 characters are back and ready to get in the ring, also with rollback netcode and a host of new features. Came out on the 27th of September from Code Mystics and SNK Corporation. It's kind of wild to think that the new generation, and in fact for decades now, very few fighting game gamers will have ever experienced the visceral, anxiety causing experience that the classic stand up arcade cabinets were, where you had to stand shoulder to shoulder with a stranger and beat them in the game. You could only shit talk them if they were really close to you, and a lot of them weren't. There were real fist fights afterwards. I remember going into the alley behind Johnny Z's and defending my honor against some guy that I'd beat down with my Ryu Fireball Hadouken combination. Oh yeah, those were the days. Anyways, they want $26 for this port of a freaking almost 30-year-old video game. Holy smokes, the greed is overwhelming. SNK Corporation. I didn't even realize they were still a thing. It's wild. Anyways, it's a classic fighter. It's got net rollback code in it. That's it. Okay. Well, I did this when it first came out. I'm good. Tentacalians making ends meet in a new world. This looks like there it is. That macromasia. It's mental damage. Yeah, somebody with RPG Maker and probably a lot of confusing questions about their sexuality that have gone unanswered. Acerola. Uh huh. And what do they want for it? 1950. Get out of my face. Mind Diver. What is this? A combination of full motion video and first person exploration? Or is it? Oh, it looks like what is that? There's that technique for taking 3D imaging where it like scans the environment. Okay. I have a feeling, yeah, it's like 3D scanned full motion video, and I guess you can explore it in actual first person. Can you? Can you look around the environments and stuff? What is that technique called? Oh, bothers me that I don't know. I mean, I do know, I just can't remember. All right, dot. No, what is it? It's how the Kinect looks at the world. I almost had it. It's some kind of scanning. Anyways, investigate a broken mind to unravel a twisted case, deduce the truth, restore lost memories, listen to private conversations, draw your own conclusions. Mind Diver is a murder mystery where the victim is love. Aww. Came out on the 28th of September from Indoor Sunglasses, published by Playism. There is a demo. All right. I'm curious to see how they execute on this. They want $23.50 for it, retail price. You're a mind diver. Using an experimental technology, you explore Lena's mind ocean, fixing her memories to solve an unprecedented missing persons case. Is Lena okay with this? With you digging around in her head like that? Restore broken memories and uncover the past. Yeah, you got this 3D navigation. That's pretty cool. Challenging and satisfying deduction. So, like all deduction games, you've got to put the clues in the correct places so that you can make the proper conclusions. A heartbreaking love story with a dark tragedy buried deep in Lena's mind. Who doesn't have a dark tragedy buried deep in their mind? None of us are innocent. Fully voice acted. Oh, well. Unique 3D scan style, award winning story and puzzle design. Is it just called 3D scanning? No, there's a damn name for it. 6 hours of tightly paced gameplay. And of course, they have an appeal to emotion here at the end. Ugh, indoor sunglasses. We're a tiny team of curious game devs. Unlike those large teams of corporate slaves, am I right? Yeah, stick it to the man, bro. That love mysteries and discoveries. We wear indoor sunglasses, capital S, so that no one can see us cry. Our games make people ask questions and solve harder problems than they thought possible. Games? Isn't this your first attempt? We went through the earliest school version of we went through making the earliest school version of Mind Diver, a detective game based on our heartbreaks. It was nominated as Best Student Game at the Independent Games Festival 2023. We set out to make a grander Mind Diver that could make anyone feel smart and feel seen. Are you seen? How can you be seen if you're in your mother's basement 24/7? It's just not, you don't even turn the webcam on. What are we talking about here? Hiding behind an anime profile picture. No, it's not. Hopefully, we'll get to bring you many more mysterious games in the future. There's the use of alcohol, references to depression and mental illness, and swearing. Sounds like a student indie game. Okay, interesting. I wish they mentioned their school there, but okay, we'll take a look. There's a demo. Explosive odds. Isn't that wild? Right on the back of, oh no, this is slightly different. I was just about to say that someone was cashing in on, like, they saw what was the name of the game? I can't remember. You're trapped in a room and you got to play a slot machine, but this is a co-op slot with some murderous stuff. You can draw your own face. That's going to turn out great. There'll be a lot of dick faces, boob faces. Okay, it's some sort of sit around a table and kill your friends sort of thing with gambling. Gamble with your life in this explosive player versus player game for 2 to 4 players. Cut wires, earn cash, use abilities, and avoid the detonators. Test your luck skills and remember to always bet on the boom. Came out on the 24th of September from Pigbot Games, self-published. They want $6.50 for it. That's reasonable, but the first thing they want you to do is join the Discord. Boy, get off social. Just get away from social media. I swear. If you're young and you're just getting into it, don't. It does nothing. It adds nothing of value to your life, and in fact, toxifies you completely. Just go and look it up. They're doing studies. Studies are starting to come out now of what decades of social media have done to brains, and it's not pretty. Get away from it. Discord, X, Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, anywhere that you can have an anonymous interaction with another human being, get away. And if you do have to use it, use your real name. Be accountable. Trust me, you'll be a better human being. If I was your father, that is the advice I would impart. Anyway, this game, I get it. You have some sort of a bomb slot machine sort of thing, and if you do it wrong, you die. I guess, and your friends can fuck you up on the way. Auctions, mini games, face drawing, customizable match settings, and much, much more. I'm good. Gods of Fire. Wasn't there a multiplayer dragon game that came out like a couple years ago? That was pretty kind of big. This is sort of the same thing, except it's got some sort of weird dirt filter on it that makes everything look grainy. All right, PvP dragons. There's already one out, and if it didn't do well, then why would you make another one? And if it did do well, why would you make another one? Oh, there needs to be competition in the PvP dragon sphere. Free to play 5 versus 5. And also, I'm not trusting these free to play games anymore. I subscribe to isthereanydeal.com's daily mailer, and they often send out notifications of free games. And when I see these free games coming out of Indie Gala and itch.io, I'm just not trusting them anymore unless they're high profile games that came out from AAA studios like years ago. Like these new free to play games, or just giveaways, bro, they could absolutely be viruses in disguise, malicious. Don't trust it. Second guess all that shit. Trust me. Unless it's a high profile game that got a ton of press and it's being distributed by the actual publisher, don't trust it. Anyway, Gods of Fire is a free to play team based dragon shooter featuring fast pace, 5 versus 5 aerial battles, and heated ticket based warfare. Oh, leveraging that old Battlefield. It's Dragon Battlefield. Came out on the 25th of September from Nest of Games, self-published. It's free, but is it? Is it really? Take flight across a forgotten world where civilizations have fallen, but the war never ended. Burn your enemies, protect your base, fight alongside your team. There is dragon combat. You do get the third-person view. Is there an top of the head view or a fang view? That would be cool. Ticket-based warfare, so you just gotta keep killing each other until the other team runs out of lives, basically. Choose from different dragons with unique abilities, and that's about it. There's customizable battle cards. Earn up to 2 cards per match to gain tactical advantages such as temporary boost or extra experience. There's loot chests and rewards. Okay. And immersive arenas. I don't know. That's just, I can't trust any of this shit. Pro Strategy Football 2026. Only it looks like a Flash game from 2005. Okay. Kind of very, very straightforward, very clean, very simple. There are 34 screenshots of this. It's primarily user interface driven, and then I guess you watch the games play out once you've managed your football team. Game breaking PSF, Pro Strategy Football, I guess, now includes upgraded animation, trading players and draft picks, league records, player season logs, and the ability to relive past games. Watch game winning drives and key plays, realistic formations for all eras, alternate uniforms. Came out on the 15th of September from Carrie Batts, published by Pro Strategy Games. They want $32.50 for it, which is probably about right as a niche product like this. If you're an armchair quarterback and you love these management simulations, you'll shell that out for sure. You also probably have a job and you can easily take care of your family. You can afford the beers and football on the weekend. You're good. Animation now has real jersey numbers. No way. Accurate and realistic formations, manually trading of players, player season logs, career record books, huge overhaul of highlights, even better than ever. New filter for weekly and studio games by conference, alternate uniforms and helmets, import smaller draft pools, and create team specific background screens. Combination of career records, player season logs, and the new ability to watch any play of any game bring hundreds of hours of fun if you like football and if you wanted to be the guy who controls all the football. Well, there it is for you. It looks pretty competent, and go at it. Creepy Redneck Dinosaur Mansion 1 re-raptored. What? Now it's a match 3 versus match 3. Uh, huh? Was this a game that came out at some point in the past? I missed it, if it did. And there's some sort of adventure in the background. Okay. Cannibal Culinarian. Great work. Now you die. Return to the creepy classic. Jack Breyer is ready to stop Bayless's dastardly disaster once more. Rediscover every room, dino, and puzzle from the original Match 3 survival horror comedy role-playing game Metroidvania, now fully re-raptored. Came out on the 23rd of September from Pedalboard Games, self-published. They want $13 for it. That's actually kind of reasonable. Huh. So when did this game come out? Faithful follow-up from Pedalboard Games headed by CRDM3's co-lead. Huh. Direct sequel with more puzzles. Wait, hold on a second here. A Match 3 Metroidvania narrative sequel to Creepy Redneck Dinosaur Mansion 3. But it's called Creepy Redneck Dinosaur Mansion 1. The last time I checked, 1 came before 3. Wait, devs can't count no more. All right. Direct sequel, brand new soundtrack, first entry in Strange Scaffold's Project Share program, allowing Pedalboard Games to leverage the original game's codebase. Well, there's a mature description. Profanity used by some characters deals with themes of loss, death, and terminal illness. All right. Well, that's interesting. Is this a real thing or a meme? Like, I'm confused. I didn't know about it in the past. Was it a Flash game or something, I guess? And there's probably some audience for this. I don't think I'm in it. A demo would have been nice just to check it out. But match 3, I'm good. Like, there was a Puzzle Quest remaster that just came out. And I think if I did anything, I'd do that first. But I'm good with match 3s. Burden of Truth. Okay, somebody played Ace Attorney once and decided they could do it themselves, I guess. Field. Certainly. As you might know, Tactile Synthetics proudly boasts one of the country's leading operations in bioengineering. All right. It's Ace Attorney, but with a slightly different presentation. They lifted the entire game system and just put a little bit of different art on top of it. Creative bankruptcy at its finest. The Burden of Proof saga continues. Step into the shoes of legendary prosecutor Conrad Cross during a pivotal moment of his journey. I'm surprised if they were gonna, redo Ace Attorney, they didn't make it a black trans person. Like, isn't that how these things go? Investigate crime scenes, solve mysteries using evidence, and make your case in the courtroom. The burden lies with you to unravel the truth. Came out on the 18th of September from Rob Productions, self-published. There is a demo. They want 1950 for it. And yeah, there is a franchise, Burden of Proof, and now Burden of Truth. What's the next one? Burden of continuing to rip off a successful franchise. It's so heavy. There's a story, I don't care. The gameplay is Ace Attorney. You go around, collect the clues from the crime scenes, and then you have the court case. They even have the objection scene. Did I just see that? Show me. Yeah. What are you doing? Nintendo, shouldn't you be suing the pants off of these people? You can't patent game systems. Well, Nintendo's doing a pretty good job of it. If it prevents people from just ripping off games like this is just this theft, right? Then it should happen. Choose when it, yeah, listen, I have the Ace Attorney Master Collection and I've only gotten through half of the first game. If I ever get through it all, I'll have long forgotten about this by then. Event race. That looks like a dong. What do we do? Got dongs on the mind. Uh-huh. So you're in a kitchen and you're racing little, like really tiny cars that would fit in the cradle of a spoon. Okay. Okay. Drag to drive at full speed. Use your phones as controllers. Okay. Gather around the computer, folks. We're going to play some event race. It's the ultimate local multiplayer racing game, accommodating up to 30 players. That's a pretty bold goal, calling this the ultimate local multiplayer racing game. I think there's a lot of a lot of established franchises out there that would beg to differ. 30 players. Can you imagine 30 people jammed into your living room with their phones out trying to control this thing on the TV? Use your smartphone as an additional controller, gather friends and family, and immerse yourself in a fun, chaotic, and unforgettable racing competition. Why do I feel like a machine wrote this? Came out on the 4th of September from Event Games, self published. It's free. Uh huh. Is it now? This is just a massive red flag now. I think that if I could block free to play games, I would at this point. I mean, regardless of whether they came out of a AAA studio or a small schemer from Indonesia. Not to shit on Indonesia, apologize to anyone if you're from Indonesia, but you know what I mean. I mean, a lot of the shitty scam games are probably coming from people living next door to me. So what am I saying? There's DLC for more tracks, for 1 to 30 players, keyboard and mouse support, music per location. Wait, oh, there's the roadmap. They don't yet have support for Mac OS. There's no slippery surfaces. There's no speed area. You can't fine tune your joystick or phone, and there aren't any more racetracks. Uh, there's DLC, and it's coming, spelled with two M's. Coming soon. Who are you? Event Games is a game studio and more. We advocate for togetherness, laughter, and companionship through games. I'll bet you do. Since our establishment in 2017. What? This is the first I've ever heard of you. We have specialized in creating unique gaming experiences for social events. We believe in the magic that happens when people gather around a big screen, armed with nothing but a controller, smartphone, and a shared desire to have fun. Now, with our games available on Steam, we want to bring this joy to a wider audience of gaming enthusiasts. We aim to inspire people to have fun across all ages and share laughter and excitement with those around them. We take pride in our love for local multiplayer games. There's something special about competing and cooperating face to face, and it's this unique dynamic that we seek to explore and celebrate in our games. We are driven by the desire to create games that not only challenge your skills, but also strengthen the bonds between friends, family, and even strangers. Yeah, it'll make your dad forget all about your weird gender decisions. Come and join us on this journey. Let's continue to spread the joy of local multiplayer games together and create moments that last. Welcome to our world. Welcome to Event Games. Your game looks like ass, bro. I mean, it's this flat, boring ass track, and it's slot cars going around and around. This is going to bring the family together. I don't know. That's a lot of hyperbole there in the copy, but there it is. I mean, if you want to trust this, I wouldn't. Goo Gunners. And it's a shame because I'm sure there are some earnest free to play games that are coming out. Now it's a roguelike, whatever this is. Um, but yeah, bunch of bad actors ruined it for everybody. Sorry. Charge money for your scam game. Make it look legit. Anyways, what is this? Some roguelike weird thing with a green filter on everything? Goo Gunners is a random number generation based arcade turret defense game about shooting asteroids, getting upgrades, and beating your high score. Came out on the 23rd of September from Taden and Gooverse Games. They're all in on this. It's free, okay. Speak of the devil and it shall appear. So it's an arcade turret game with roguelike elements. You get to spawn balls for some reason and then beat your high score. AI generated content disclosure. Goo Gunners uses upgrade card art that is generated by Midjourney and then authored in post. It means they let the machine figure it out and then they edited it. Outside of the up to grade cards art, everything else is human created. Is it though? I mean, if you're disclosing this, I guarantee that ChatGPT was hovering over your shoulder as you coded this thing. There's just no way. Also, Midjourney is kind of trash compared to GPT's image generation software or whatever they're using. That Dolly, I use Dolly to generate the thumbnails for this channel, and it's done a beautiful job. Go back and look. There's like more than 100 pretty consistent thumbnails. Some of them are iffy, but like most of them are good, and they're done in like a minute. Try to get an artist to do that. But Midjourney, man, trash. I tried it. I got a little. You can actually subscribe and then immediately unsubscribe and get a refund if you don't believe me. Go and compare the two. ChatGPT's winning. Anyways, whatever. Laser Girl. Come on, let's hurry up and get out of here. I'm not a laser girl, so I won't be playing this, but I'm not sure what it is. Puzzle based of something circuit drawing, the multiplayer of co-op head to head thing. What are we doing? Fast paced player versus player strategy. Bomberman meets real time strategy. That was what I was about to say. Came out on the 26th of September from Sandwich Generation, self published. It's free. Uh-huh. Laser Girl, okay, that's all the copy they have. Find the right balance between us scamming you. No, I'm good. Dire Expedition. All right. Little lo-fi indie pixel texture blit filter thing that's supposed to evoke the PSX era of graphics as you explore probably an antediluvian Lovecraftian inspired environment. Dire Expedition is a puzzle adventure game with light Lovecraftian horror elements and a story inspired by Lovecraft's 1931 novella At the Mountains of Madness. Great. You know that Lovecraft had a cat with a wild name? Look it up. It came out on the 19th of September from Monkeys with Jobs, self-published. There is a demo. They want 1050 for it. I'm all about Lovecraft. I love Lovecraft. I've read most of his collected works. They're not as spooky and scary as they probably were in 1930 because my brain has been thoroughly broken by years and years of desensitization to horror, but they're still pretty good. Okay, what do? You explore atmospheric levels, immerse yourself in the story, reveal the fate of the expedition. There's retro graphics, which can be disabled. Oh, interesting. They come disabled, actually. That's a disability to want to produce games that look like they came out 40 years ago. And an original soundtrack. All right, there's a demo. I'll take a look. I wonder how long before these demos can scam our systems. All right, let's get out of here. That is 18,995. We breach 19,000 tomorrow. Hope you're here for it. Have a fantastic day.